You're on Facebook.
Oh, great. That's that. All good. All good. All good right now. He's the boss. I'm the boss. Oh, he's the boss. Right. You can just sit in here. I'm just doing here. But I can all right. Thank you.
Tripod for some old time, so we're in my soul film.
Very nice.
Maybe a poop.
Baby bold. Yeah.
We can't.
Oh my god.
No,
This is our 21st Buddha Day celebration. We're so grateful you're all here. And if I could ask you all to please rise for the arrival of our monastics. Okay, everyone. Thank you. You may be seated. Hi. How's everybody doing? I was reminded that last year our beloved Marty Gorman had to stay outside because she had COVID. I think the year before that we weren't even here. So we're all here together. Welcome. It's so wonderful. A few little housekeeping notes. Bathrooms are back there. I know for sure they're back there because Monte asked me to do a full three-point mountain. And I went to the bathroom to see if I could in this outfit, and it turns out I absolutely cannot. So they're right this way. And then we have another bathroom downstairs. We have an exit here, an exit there, an exit over there, and an exit in the lower level. So if we need to, we all know how to be safe. Everybody take care of yourselves. Do what you need. We're all here together. So it's our 21st year. Can you believe it? 21 years we've been doing this. Isn't that remarkable? So we're going to try something new this year. Monte doesn't even know about it. So we'll see how this goes. Grant, if you could. We have an old church bell in this beloved space of ours. And I think, as you all know, we've taken great effort to sort of honor the past of this place while also honoring our time here as well. That's partly why we come in the side door, not the front door. It's partly why you see the stained glass here along with our Buddha statue. And one of the great things that we've been able to restore and have here is our amazing church bell. And if you've not heard it, when it gets going, you can hear it like about 10 blocks in every direction. And so as we open our altar today, we're also going to have Grant ring the church bell 21 times in honor of our 21 years here. And mostly in honor of Bante's incredible vision and unrelenting support of this spiritual community. So if I could ask Tracy all the way from Nebraska to open our altar for us. And Grant, you may start now. And Tracy, would you come in? Let's do our little special presentation. I will hold it and give you the mic.
So my name is Tracy, and I'm from Nebraska. I have a beautiful friend by the name of Chia, who actually brought me to Bonte. And a couple of years ago, actually, I think January 2022, I got to meet with him in Sedona for a retreat and to listen to him, which of course is beautiful, his Sedona teachings. And I have a friend who's incarcerated. He's been incarcerated for 30 years. Out of those 30 years, he spent 10 years in solitary confinement. So when I travel, I send him pictures and videos. And last year, I sent him this picture of Auntie.
I'm not going to show this side yet.
Right.
I don't want me to see it.
So this was taken in front of Cathedral Rock, and you see this beautiful shadow, reflection, I should say, shadow. Yeah. And so I had sent it to him. And of course, being incarcerated, he doesn't have access to everything. So this is all done with chalk. And so I am the vessel that is delivering this to Auntie today. So it is a picture of him in this beautiful space.
All right. Grant, thank you for ringing that bell, and we understand you probably got a little dirty.
Very dirty.
It's an old church. All right, we are just thrilled to welcome our first performance by the youth group from the Tutlam Temple in Chicago. another performance from the students of the Yanjali School of Dance. We will be doing a small presentation on the Lord from the Hindu mythology who reclines on a snake in his incarnation of Lord Vishnu, the protector of the universe. so many people individually. You can't imagine how many people have been in service to this day. And so just help me be grateful to everyone who's in service to getting us here. We're so, so, so grateful. We have many of our old friends back. So most of the monks here started here and then have gone on their own journeys to new spaces, like starting our temples and meditation communities in other parts of the country. So it's so fun. This feels like a family reunion in addition to our beautiful holiday. So we're so grateful. We have some visiting monastics that we're also really grateful for. And especially I want to acknowledge Chikmin from the Guanmin Temple. Just year after year after year, just continues to be this servant-hearted giver to us, to the Blue Lotus and to this community, and a really beloved friend of Fonte's. We're so grateful. And with that, I would like to ask him to come do our first chanting.
So thank you all the venerable and all lady people, ladies and gentlemen. I have been here for many years and with the chanting Pratnya Paramita Sutra. And today, luckily, I still have a good health and come here as many years ago. So this time, I would like to introduce something. First one, I would like to be brief before we do the chanting of Pratnya Paramita Sutra. Pratnya Paramita Sutra, it is expressed in meditative. First, I just would like to read it. Earth of Pratnya Paramita Sutra, also called Earth Sutra, is the shortest and most popular sutra in Buddhism. If the 600th volume of Mahaprajna Sutra can be summarized by the Diamond Sutra in around 5,000 words, then Diamond Sutra can be summarized by the first Sutra around 250 pages. The one page is just spread to you. And it is you heard about the 600th volume. It is the 600th volume, and volume this one is 11. That means one book is more than 1,000 pages, and 11 books that means more than 10,000, 11,000 pages, and it is translated by English. It is 100,000 stanza. And so I don't know whether they translate it in the English, yes, but we have a translation in the Vietnamese and the Chinese. So this time I would like to show you a little bit so you understand or you can view, how is it or what is it. Then the Pratnya Paramita Sutra, 100,000 stanzas. And so it summarized to the Diamond Sutra. This is a Diamond Sutra. This is one book. This one, and from Diamond Sutra. And so it's summarized into the, at least the sutra, like one page, it's distributed to you. And the Pratnya Paramita Sutra, or the Sutra, it is explained in the book. So this thing you might find on the Google. So nowadays we just have a few minutes. Even a few minutes is quite a lot in this ceremony. So I would like to bring to you and make you to pay attention. So I would like to continue the introduction. The Pratnya Sutra is regarded as the summation of the wisdom of a Buddha. It explains perfectly the teaching of non-attachment, which is basically the doctrine of emptiness. Many people like to recite the Heart Sutra daily. However, they might not really and fully understand what it is. Some of them might have incredible response and benefit. In Buddhism, reciting Buddha name and sutra has great merit and virtues, and it is one of effective ways in cultivation of a Buddhist way. In nearly all Buddhist monasteries and many Buddhist households, the Heart Sutra is recited by the people regularly on a daily basis. If it is the first time you read the Heart Sutra, you might find that it is difficult to understand because this way of thinking is different from the traditional ones. Therefore, you should be open-minded and think deeply and carefully. The Heart Sutra reveals the entire secret of the truth of the universe and life. Don't miss it, otherwise you will regret. Now, I would like to begin chanting the Heart Sutra. I will say Prajna Paramita Sutra in the Sanskrit, the ancient Indian language. Prajna Paramita Hariyaya Sutram Arya Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva Gambirayam Prajna Paramita Yayam Yarmano Yavlokayatisma Pancha Skandar Tansya Savabhava Sunyan Vasyatisma Iha Sariputra Sunyataiva Rupam Rupan Pri Sunyataya Pri Rupam Yat Rupam Sa Sunyata Ya Sunyata Tat Rupam Evam Eva Vedana Sanca Sanskara Vijanani Iya Sariputra Sarva Dharma Sunyata Laksana Anutpanna Aniruddha Apana Vimam Nona Naparipurna Tasman Kariputra Sunyatayam Narupam Navayana Nasanca Nasanskara Navijanani Najaksuva Sotra Rana Jiyavakaya Manasi Narupa
So, we thanked everybody. I do want to call out 3 people specifically. There's a lot of lay people here. We have some daily folks who show up and help us in great ways. But every day, every night, 24/7, there's 3 people who are just the backbone of this place, who quietly and less quietly work just nonstop for our spiritual home. So I want to give a special shout out to Bante Mita, Bante Rahula, and Bante Asaji. It's possible in the last 30 days we pushed them beyond the brink. We're hoping we can recover, but I'm going to let our beloved Bante Rahula tell us about that because he is going to be firing our top. Bante Rahula.
today is our, as Bhante Sujata always say, our biggest party. I don't know if I can entertain like the dancers did, but I'm trying. And the monks can relax. I'm not going to talk about any of them like I did last time. So I'm only going to talk about the Buddha today. Because we all are here today to celebrate the life of the Lord Buddha, his birth, the enlightenment, and the passing away. I'm sure that most of you know the story of the Lord Buddha and his teachings, but I see a lot of young people here and a lot of new folks here, so I would like to, even though you know, I would like to share about the story about the Lord Buddha and his teaching a little bit. In a year about 563 BCE, a boy born into a noble Hindu royal family, and they named him Siddhartha Gautama. Before he was born, his mother saw a dream that his newborn son either will become a ruler, a great ruler, or if he if he leaves home, that he will become a great spiritual leader. His father, King Suddhodana, decided that he wanted his son to be a great ruler or a spiritual leader. So he decided to provide the prince with everything that he needed, and then he made sure that his boy will not leave the palace for no reason. He didn't leave the palace until he was 29 years old, and he eventually got married and had a baby named Rahul. I know it's a cool name. Age of 29, he left his palace in 4 different trips outside the palace. On those 4 occasions, he saw a sick person, an old person, a diseased body, and then finally he saw someone is begging for food but looks really happy. When he returned to his palace, he put all this together and came up with the idea that everyone gets old, everyone gets sick, and everyone dies. Yet, some people, knowing all this happening in life, still live a happy life. So he wanted to find out why the suffering occurs and why there is suffering. And he wanted to find how to keep the happiness that he saw from the last person. So after he saw all this at the age 29, he left his palace, he left his son and his wife. I know it's weird, all of a sudden you leave your son without paying child support. But you know, he was in the palace, they had everything they needed. So it's nothing to worry about. So, but when he left to find out why there's so much suffering in the world, and to find out the everlasting happiness, he followed the next 6 years what was available back then as the teachings, and then he followed a different path. But following all that, he realized that he could not find the ultimate truth that he was looking for. Finally, the story says that he meditated for 45 consecutive days, and then he got enlightened. The next 45 years, and he got enlightened and become the Buddha at the age of 35. The next 45 years, he shared his new message, newfound truth, and traveling all around India. And he worked relentlessly to spread this message to everyone. In that 45 years, I'm going to drink a little water. Mouth is dry. So next 45 years, he shared this double message, and there are 84,000 teachings. So don't worry about that. I'm not going to talk about all of that because he's so good at finishing things on time. So he wanted to make sure I do it in only 10 minutes. So I'm sure he can handle 4 things, right? So I'm not going to talk about 84,000. So the very base of the Buddhist teachings is this 4 noble truths. That's the base of the Buddhist teaching. So I wanted to talk about that. The first noble truth called dukkha, it means the suffering is an inescapable part of life. Because the life includes struggles, anguish, and pain. And the second noble truth is called samudaya. It means this suffering starts because of the greed, because of the ignorance, and the hatred occurs in our mind. The third noble truth is called nirodha, which means we all are capable of stop this suffering by stopping the desire, the wanting, and the learning to how to respond indifferently. Because our wanting and desire and responding create what we call karma. The karma keep us in this circle of life. Once we stop the karma, that is, stop the circle of life, then when you stop the circle of life, what Buddha achieved, what we call awakening or enlightenment, which is the complete wisdom and compassion for all living beings. The fourth noble truth is called Magga, which is the path to finding the enlightenment or the wisdom, what we call a middle path. Not too hard, not too cold, just perfect. Like today weather. I know the Florida monks probably not agree with us. Probably a little cold for them, but good for us. So that's what we call the middle path. We call the 8 noble path. I'm not going to talk about those. If you're ever interested in to know what is the 8 noble path, and we have a beautiful steel glass that put it in recently that indicates all the noble path on those. If you have any questions, make sure you contact Bhante Asadi. And he knows all about it. So, in a serious note, think about it. This is after almost 2,600 years later. And we are from all around the world. And we have all these monks from other side of the world that here. And then you are from all over the world. There are people from Great British and all over the states from here, and from many different places. But we all are here today to celebrate Lord Buddha and his achievements, because in 2,600 years ago he left his palace to find this ultimate truth, not only for himself, by finding that, and even so many years later, we are still benefiting from this. And we will, and the generation to come, will benefit from this. Because this is not a religion. This is a philosophy. And no matter what you believe, what your religion is, we all can be Buddhist. Because this is the way of life. When we recently had a high school kids here, wanted to know about a little bit about the Buddhism, Buddhist teachings. But I told them, what I told them was that you can be Christian Buddhist, you can be Catholic Buddhist, you can be Jewish Buddhist, or you can be Muslim Buddhist. Or you don't have to believe in God, you can be atheist, you can still be Buddhist. Because according to the Buddha's teaching, we all have the Buddha's nature. That we all are capable of understanding what the Lord Buddha understood 2,600 years ago. And my message is for everyone that when we have this practice, when we find this little Buddha that everyone have within ourselves, not only it helps you, it will help people around you, and it will help so many people. And this place is a prime example for that. By having something like this, there are so many people that benefit from this. One man had this crazy idea 21 years ago to come here and start this temple. I say crazy idea because every time when we have high school or new people here, they have one common question asking from Bhante Asidi and me when we did the program. They say, this question always asked, why is a temple in Woodstock? So many other places. I always said, they had this Groundhog Day movie. That's so it does not matter that where we do our things, how we do things, as long as we do it with love and compassion. At the same time, no matter how much what we do, and if you do not find your own Buddha within yourself, and it does not matter how much we do. So my message is the best way to celebrate, because we have so much flowers and everything there. The Buddha never asked to offer anything for him. He always said, come and see and find this truth within yourself. I always say, we all are our own doctors. And we are able to find all the disease that we have. And the good thing about it, we don't have to tell anybody, because we are our own doctors. We can find and we are able to find the solution. But there is one person that is stopping you from understanding this. Just one person, not one God. It's your own self. Your own self is the one person that is stopping you to understanding this truth. And I want to tell you, we all are capable of understanding this ultimate truth within yourself, and you all have this little Buddha within yourself. and work relentlessly with your practice to find this truth and find the little Buddha within yourself, and work so hard for that, because the life is not supposed to be easy. It's always have ups and downs. Even in Buddha's life, it wasn't easy, but he never gave up. So if we can take that to our hearts, and if we can have this practice within ourselves, if we can find that little Buddha within ourselves, that's the best way that we can celebrate Buddha's life and his teachings. So thank you so much. May all you be well, happy, and peaceful.
So, as our beloved Bhakti Sujata ages and needs to rest more, we're so grateful that Rahula could fill in for him. We're raising a new generation of monks. It's wonderful. All right, one of the highlights of our beloved Vesakha Day, help me welcome the youth group from the Tuklamp Temple in Chicago for our annual dragon dance. I'll never forget the first Vesakha day after the temple's renovations. Our then president, Guy Spinelli, was sitting in the front row. Everything was done, and then the dragon dancers came out, and this look of horror on his face, like, please let this floor hold. I don't know if we built it right. All right, we're happy to welcome our next performers. This performance is said to have purifying and auspicious effects on the mind of the listeners. So please help me welcome the students from the school dance. Thank you. Okay, we have a tradition each year where we invite someone up to talk about their spiritual journey. And this year's guest traveled a little farther than most. So, Linda Stephen is a student of Monte's. And Linda, I'm told, discovered Monte on YouTube. How about it? So we can pass teachings around in lots of ways, can't we? So she found Monte on YouTube, and then they met in the UK, and then she traveled to Sri Lanka with him, and their journey together has grown. And now she's traveled all the way from there to here to give our Dharma talk today on our spiritual journey. So Linda.
From a small village in East Sussex, Catskill. So, Bente has asked me to give a short talk today, and I would like to focus on three things. Taking the first step, noble friends, and climbing a mountain. So my first step was when I met Bente 4 years ago, when he came to Wimbledon. In Essex, in England, to give a talk. I had written to him some months before, just a short message, having watched all his talks online. And he replied immediately. I never thought I would actually meet him in person. And meeting him was a truly wonderful experience. He did indeed, and does, radiate loving kindness. He greeted me with his devastating smile, saying, "Can you believe it?" And I said, "I can't believe it." And he made me feel as if I had always known him. He put me to work immediately, helped me set up the table for this gift sale. After the talk, people were having tea and chatting, wanting to talk about it. And one man said to me, "So, how long have you known about it?" And I said, "I've only just met him." So that, I think, underlines his ability to connect so profoundly. Bante was staying with Dean Strong, whom I believe was his first student, and they took me back to my hotel. As I said goodbye, Bante said, "We met for a reason, Linda. Come with me to Sri Lanka." When I returned home, I subscribed to the Blue Lotus Temple website and discovered that he ran spiritual journeys to Sri Lanka each year. It seemed a tremendously daunting thing to undertake on my own. 10,000 miles away, a huge step. I resolved to do it. Then COVID struck. The trip was cancelled for the next 2 years. Finally, in 2022, it was going to happen. And it did. There are many stories I could tell about the journey, but because of time restraints, I shall just pick one. Travelling with Bante is like travelling with your best friend. The whole journey was extraordinary and life-changing without question. And I met 7 new noble friends. Many of the things we did were what any traveller would do, but we, as honoured guests of Bante, experienced things that few would be able to do. Staying at Sanatana Square, the meditation centre, meeting Michael Fromzak, who is Bante's dear friend and manager of the centre, meeting Bante's family members who helped run it, taking part in the ceremony of giving a house to a family, giving food to people in great need. Visiting Dante's hometown and having a private audience with his teacher. What an honour. Perhaps most poignantly for me was the kindness offered by Dante's mother when we were invited to dinner one evening. Delicious home-cooked food and company, we had a marvellous time. And we were thrilled to see the bats streaming across the sky like bright arrows. It was indeed magical. Our whole journey was full of joy and much laughter. We climbed the iconic Sigiriya mountain, the Lion Mountain, one morning. I know I'm not the first person to use the metaphor of climbing a mountain, but it really resonated with me. We set off early, 6:30 in the morning, to try and alleviate the heat. Unfortunately, the long flight had swollen my legs and feet. Although not causing any pain, it did make me rather slow. Sigiriya is some 660 feet. It's quite a climb. With the help of Michael and Prashan, every step of the way, I was able to make it to the top. About halfway, we stopped, and I said to Michael, I think I'm a bit frightened now. And he, very kindly and quickly, distracted me with a word, a joke, and we carried on. About 2/3 of the way up, we stopped again and looked out onto the breathtaking expanse of emerald green trees, the forest below. And Michael said, I think of them as huge lungs. And that made me think how this whole forest is breathing. It also made me reflect on the word breathtaking and how we use it to describe that which is extraordinary and wonderful. And thinking more on the practice of taking each mindful breath in meditation. Each breath extraordinary and wonderful. At the top of the area is the ancient palace fortress and is rightly known as the eighth wonder of the world. It seems impossible that it was created by human beings. And we explored and regained our energy at leisure. Then the return journey. Descending the mountain is just as tricky as going up, perhaps more so. Different pressures in the body. As I was negotiating some difficult rocks, Bante, just behind me, said, you see, Linda, just like life. I think I replied a bit stressfully, thank you, Bante, I understand the metaphor. He just smiled and said, well, and of course he was right. We all climb our mountains every day. Sometimes it seems easy and sometimes not. Sometimes overwhelming. But with the help of noble friends, give courage to that first step and more, much can be realized and fears dispelled. We completed the descent, and I suddenly thought, what's the time? I asked them, and they said, it's 9:30. I was amazed. I thought, it should be at least 12 o'clock. And that made me think about how purposely or not we use our time. Many of us, including myself, only on our third cup of tea or coffee on Saturday morning at 9. And how my meditation gives me a purposeful beginning to each day that I try to take forward with meaning and greater cultivation and awareness for each moment. I, of course, am very much a novice and have much to learn. Meditation is a different way of living for me, and I'm learning compassionate meaning, detachment, and mindful balance. I am so happy to have taken the first step to meet that state, which has led to many other first steps. And now, in my journey, I'm here at the beautiful Blue Lotus Temple. I would like to extend my gratitude and love to Dante and Michael, and to my new friends, Julie, Sinead, Vivian, Heidi, Noah, Chris, and Cyril, even though not all are here today. But thank you so much for listening, bearing with me. Perhaps a small mountain has been climbed.
Thank you, Linda. I've got two notes. One is, I was imagining how many people's lives have been altered by Bhakti's smile. And then the second thing is that you guys see the bats in a much more joyful way than the rest of us. Because prior to your arrival there, the bats was Bhakti's father's responsibility to show us. And so Bhakti would stay down because he doesn't actually care about the bats. And his dad would drag us up there. And if we even looked at the sunset, or the incredible tropical gardens below, or anything other than the bats, you didn't speak English, but he corrected you right away. So I'm glad you got to see those. Julie and Grant are our beloved Buddhist school, Buddha Kids teachers, and they have graciously offered to give us the Buddha Kids performance today. So Julie and Grant and the Buddha Kids.
So thank you so much. Speaking of little Buddhas inside all of us, I present just some of the little Buddhas of our Sangha. So, whose birthday is it again? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Okay. Yeah, they said Buddha's birthday. Okay. And we want to wish everybody happy Buddha's birthday. May you all be well, happy, and peaceful.
This is a small sampling of our Buddha Kids because we actually have a dedicated room downstairs to the Buddha Kids, and they no longer fit in it. As you might know, if you've come to Saturday morning meditations and heard their buckets laughter. So we're really grateful to have them here. Our next performance, this dance is the beauty and divinity of Lord Sri Krishna, performed by our beloved students from the School of Dance. have a closing performance. And prior to recently, I would have introduced some Sangha members and students of Bhante, Rasa, and Connor. However, I believe from now on they're always going to be known as the parents of Siddhartha. So, without further ado, our closing songs. While they're setting up, Bhante couldn't help himself. He's actually bringing Siddhartha up to the Vesakha. Baby Siddhartha.
Hey, can I just say I'm so grateful? I'm privileged to witness this. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Vesakha. Thank you, all the monastics. Thank you to my parents, to all the people volunteers, and thank you to everyone who's come tonight. Kirtan is a traditional call and response of devotional songs. So the first, we'll be singing two songs. The first song is in English. I'll be the chorus. I'll sing it once first, and then we'll sing it many times throughout the song. So as you catch on to the words, please join us in singing the chorus. The words to the chorus, it's a song about gratitude, about being aware of all of the innumerable blessings of life. So the words are, since when is it hard to be happy? When you forget what is good about life. Counting your blessings is as easy as counting the stars at night. So you could either say it's very easy or it's very hard. There are just so many blessings. The more you think about it, the more you're aware of it. The second song is in Pali. It is new musical arrangement for the songs that we sing every time we do meditation. So you're familiar with many of these words. Again, I will sing a line, and then Connor will respond, and then we'll sing them all together. So as many words as you can come up with, that's great, or you can just enjoy the music. So thank you again. Since when is it hard to be happy when you forget what is good about life? Counting your blessings is easy as counting the stars at night.
Since when is it hard to be happy when you forget what is good about life? Counting your blessings is easy as counting the stars at night.
To wake in the morning is a blessing, a chance to begin life anew. The gift of a breath is a blessing.
happy and forget what is good about life. Counting on blessings easily, as counting the stars and night. Since when it's hard to be happy, when you forget what is good about life. Counting your blessings easily, as counting the stars at night. Since when is it hard to be happy? When you forget what is good about life. Counting your blessings easily, as counting the stars at night. When it's hard to be happy, when you forget what is good about life. Counting your blessings is easy, as counting the stars at night. So why is it hard to be happy, when the beauty of life fills your mouth? You may choose to reside in the happy, and enjoy endless bliss all around. When it's hard to be happy, when you forget what is good about life. Counting your blessings easily, as counting the stars at night. Sankara, Upare Vaye
So I have really bad news for the people who come to regular meditation and you get to the middle of our practice and you chant, because you're all familiar with that chant. But that's actually that chant. Isn't that incredible? Incredible. If I could ask the parade marshals and our grand parade marshals and the helpers of the parade marshals to please exit and get ready for our parade, we'd be so grateful. Everybody else, stay seated. So we have a team of monastics here who've all dedicated their lives to serving us and bringing us these teachings. And they've traveled from where are we? Pennsylvania, Florida, Baton Rouge, where else? Las Vegas, Sri Lanka. And so we always want to pay our respects and offer of dana to them, and as a of generosity. So we are going to do a dana offering. And I could ask Linda, Todd, Suzanne, and Joe to pass the baskets. We understand that people don't actually carry money these days all that much, but we are going through the routine of passing them because, you know, generosity is actually part of our spiritual practice here. So this place takes a lot of resources. These events take resources. Our mission takes resources. All the good that we do in the world takes resources. And so I want to stand here on behalf of Bhakti Sujata, on behalf of our whole of those communities within the board, to say thank you for your ongoing generosity. It's such a gift to us. And all the ways that you can help are all desperately needed and appreciated. If it's not money, if it's your heart, if it's your time, if it's your talent, we're grateful for it all. And actually, all of the things are necessary for this place to run and thrive. So we're so grateful. For those of you who no longer carry money, which is most all of us, there was an amazing thing that happened during the pandemic. A wonderful innovation prior to the pandemic fell away and was no longer being used. And you guys all know what the greatest resurrection of technology was during the pandemic? It was the QR code. So if you flip to page 12 in your booklets, anytime today or this evening, you could also, if you didn't have anything for the basket, you could use the QR code in our booklet, which also has a description about how we really use your resources and some of the things that we are up against, some of the things that we're looking forward to. And so, on behalf of all who give, we're so grateful. We have one final wish tonight. So we have one final wish. I was thinking about how to end this tonight, and who here has not heard of my wish? All right, we've all heard of it. A few people. Yes, please. This is our Donna offering. So we have over 370 meditations a year that we lead, and to my understanding, all 370 plus of those, we end the practice with my wish. So many of us are really familiar with it. And what I was thinking about is that very often times we learn a wisdom teaching and it really impacts us, and then perhaps we integrate it into our practice. We chant it, we recite it, we use it regularly. And I think a natural evolution of that is we start to forget about what we're actually saying. We do it as a habit rather than a ritual. And sometimes, especially in meditation, we do it at the end of our practice, and we do it quickly, right? We just know, oh, this means it's done. Now I get to go to the farmer's market, or I get to bow to the Buddha and hang out with the monks, or I get to go on to my Saturday, or my Monday, or my Wednesday. And so today I thought it'd be really wonderful to honor the Buddha and Buddha's teachings in this sacred holiday by slowing down my wish. So what I'd like to do is read it line by line, and I would like us all just to take a pause after each line and really think about what that actually means to us, and really set a deep-hearted intention about how we can live our wish in our daily lives, in our practice, everywhere we go. So I'm going to read the line, and then I'd ask you to repeat after me. May I come at all times, both now and forever.
May I now and forever.
A protector for those without protection.
A protector for those without protection.
A guide for those who have lost their way.
A guide for those who have lost their way.
A ship for those with an ocean to cross.
A ship, ocean to cross.
A sanctuary for those in danger.
A sanctuary for those in danger.
A lamp for those without light.
A lamp for those without light.
A place of refuge for those who lack shelter.
A place of refuge for those who lack shelter.
and a servant
And a servant
to all
to all
in need.
in need.
Now let's finish all together. By means of these meritorious deeds,
By
may you
means
never join with the unwise, only the wise, until the time we obtain nirvana. Bhante, thank you for all of this. We're so grateful. Thank you to all of our monastics who traveled here, to all the hearts and hands who helped this happen. We are now going to exit the building and head out to our parade. And so we've got the folks out there to help. We're going to walk 2 by 2 in the parade. Those of you who've done this, teach those new folks how to do it. Get your stuff together, grab your shoes. We'll meet you out front. Thanks, everybody. The quick reminder that we have ticket refreshments after the parade downstairs.
Hi. All right. You want to take her?
No, no, I have to. She's happy. She's happy.
Oh yeah. You happy now? Yeah. Oh, let's show everybody a happy temple dog.
Joplin!
Yeah, Miss Chamberlain. Yeah. Oh, I know.
He has this meeting thing on Zoom right now. Ben, they lost him, but was there? Oh, okay. Oh, and just turn this. Oh, wait. David. Cầm cái cầm nó lên cái này đó. What the puppy?
I thought it would be like
All this stuff floating all
Uh-oh.
Yes, what? Oh. Well, all right. It's nice and using another one.
I think so. Are you eating enough? Do you have enough food?
And I. Oh, I was going to say, okay.
You want to say goodbye to everybody?
Thank you so much for being here.